Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. As you can see, we've made really good progress against the Imperial forces here in Organa, the first of the floating islands that we came to visit. The Imperial forces are pretty much almost backed up to their base, so it shouldn't be long before we rout the remaining forces that they have and come in contact with Fenril. Fenril is one of the 3 High Knights who helped humans in their fight against the monsters and demons in the Ogre battle about 1,000 years ago. It was a big fight for control of the Earth. So the 3 High Knights led 12 wizards to help turn the tide of battle against the monsters and the demons. We learned about that when we were fighting in the Castellation Sea. That was the place of the final battle, where the 3 High Knights and the 12 wizards finally came down from the heavens and basically helped man. Fenril left behind the sword Brunhild to allow humanity to come back and reach the Sky Islands, but that angered the gods, and they imprisoned her in this land. But now we're here to. Now she's also a prisoner of Rashidi's magic, so hopefully we can free her from that, and then also free her from this prison. We can recruit her, as I mentioned in the last episode, as long as we have 70 plus alignment on our opinion leader and 75 reputation, so about 3/4 of our reputation meter full. So that was another reason why we wanted to do the Valley of Castro before we came here, because we wanted that really high reputation. The High Knights require slightly higher reputation to gain than what Ronnie needed. So by doing that extra map, we allowed ourselves to get that extra little bit of reputation. So all the High Knights will require that amount of reputation. So if we get Fenril here, as long as we keep the same reputation, we'll be able to get the other High Knight, because we also uncovered another Sky Island, Muspelm. So you could have went to either of those first, but like I said, we're going to this one first. Enemies are basically the same. So although Fenril is a slightly easier boss, just because of the unit that she has with her. So spoiler, she comes with an Iron Golem. But interestingly enough, when we recruit her, she won't come with that Iron Golem. I know I've been talking about how we'll eventually get an Iron Golem with a unit that we recruit, but it is not Fenril who has that Iron Golem. So it's another unit later on. And this is not good. We defeated 2 Imperial units, which is normally good, but we defeated the bosses, the unit leaders. So those are going to retreat back. I guess that's the only disadvantage we have of having the Imperial forces basically backed up against their own base. If we defeat a unit leader without defeating the entire unit, they can easily retreat back to the base and come back and fight us again. So not good. But yeah, we don't have any units that can sneak behind the lines and cut them off. But we almost were forced into this fighting position by the way the battle went earlier in the campaign. So, boo. Of course, we might have been able to defeat some of these units better if our Golem would be hitting. He missed quite a few times there. So, well, maybe our Rock Golem here will do a little bit better. Rock Golem's terrain of choice is mountains, and as you can see, we are fighting on a mountain, so hopefully that'll give him a little bit of extra tactical bonus to take out this wizard. And he'll be able to take out the wizard with 2 hits, because he hits really hard. Wizard has really poor physical defense, so This might be another one of those issues, though. Oh, good. The ninja had an extra attack. So. Alright. Woohoo. Finally, we took care of a unit. Wiped it out completely, so. Not bad at all. So. In the meantime, Orpheus is down in the south east corner of the map, going to get some treasure. There's also some hidden hidden cities on some of the floating islands, the smaller floating islands off to the side and to the north. So we'll be gathering all them. So yeah, Orpheus doesn't have to worry about any more fighting. So he'll be safe to just collect the treasures in the cities. Bonk. And another unit wiped out. Woohoo! Have to check our Ninja and Muse there eventually, see if they're getting close to promotion. As you can see, we've already promoted some of our units. We've got the Samurai Masters and Paladins now, so now we just gotta work on promoting our evil units. So, well, Orpheus is really far off there, so even though he's a high-flying unit, he's not making a lot of progress, because we're not making any progress, because we just keep fighting. So, look. And more of these guys again. So, we won't need a tarot card for this unit. So, that was a nice hit there by the Valkyrie on the Raven Man in the back row there. So, getting a little bit of distortion with the capture card, but nothing much that won't affect too much. So, yeah, sometimes the capture card just goes weird for whatever reason. I don't know. So, but thankfully it corrected itself. So, it's just a bug in the system. So, monk. Alright, let's keep going. Keep pushing forward here. So this might be if this unit had more attacks, it could be potentially dangerous with the white magic attacks of the angels, both the cockatrice and the Raven Man. Could take some decent damage from white magic, but thankfully angels only have one attack in both the front and the back row. So we'll eventually get angels. We could have recruited some of them in Island Avalon and in Castellation Sea. But like I said, we'll get those angels along with the Iron Golem in the same unit. So, also, if you're really a big fan of angels, though, you can have a princess go into a city, and they can recruit angels. So, but we're not going to worry about that. Angels, like I said in the previous episode, they're almost like fairies in the sense that their first two classes, the angel and the cherubim, aren't really all that good. But then when they hit their final class, the seraphim, then they get really good. They get that hit all white attack. And they have really high intelligence growth, so they do a lot of damage to evil characters and undead. So they're basically, think about, they're almost like fairies, but they trade some intelligence, not intelligence, I mean agility, for better survivability. Where fairies pretty much just, a wind blows them over, where angels will have a little bit more hit point, a little bit better resistance, so. And they're not a very good carrier. In most units are heavier than angels, so witches are light. So that's why the angels are giving that witch unit the low sky movement. But if you paired like a witch with pretty much any male character other than a wizard, it's gonna bring them down. So like an angel couldn't carry a knight. Or like a samurai. They're too heavy, so they they're worse carriers than, you know, their evil counterparts, the demon line. And of course the demon line that are of course worse carriers than the Raven and Eagleman. So they're your best low sky small unit carriers, the Ravenmen and Eaglemen. And then for your large carriers, it's the Wyvern Worm, then the Cockatrice Griffin. So, if you're looking to make an army of mainly flyers, which is, you know, a good strategy to have, because flying units can get around easier. They don't have to necessarily worry about terrain penalties, because they pretty much fight everywhere. Also, they're good in these like islands. Like if a high-flying unit is like forced to retreat and they go off the map, well, it doesn't matter because they can still fly, or a low-flying unit, or basically any flying unit. So that's another advantage of the flying units. So, and we see a lot of you know, advantages of flying units just with Orpheus. You know, how he just zooms around the map, liberating towns, finding treasures, stuff like that. So, alright, now we get our ninja. Finally transformed him into a ninja master. He maintains the same front row attacks, 3 shurikens, but his back row attack goes from 2 single targeting magic attacks to now one hit all attack. So it's basically like the promotion from a wizard to a mage, where the wizard has 2 single targeting attacks to transform into 1 hit all attack. So now we don't necessarily have to worry about that ninja anymore. His alignment and charisma, he's in his best class. I'd like to get all of my evil units up to their final promotion class before we head back to the Calbian Peninsula. That was a map that was opened a long time ago, but we skipped it. And the reason we skipped it is because we have special dialogue with a certain character that we're going to recruit later on. So I wanted to show off all the special dialogue in the game. So by the time I go back to that area, I'm going to be vastly over-leveled compared to the enemy units there. So I don't want to be sending my good units out there to basically curb stomp and run roughshod over the enemy units, because that would really hurt their alignment and charisma. Whereas with the while it may hit the bad units' charisma, it's not going to hurt their alignment, because their alignment is pretty much down to nothing anyway. So we want to have mainly our big beast units and our evil units promoted to their top classes by the time we go back there. But we do have a few maps to get there, so we do have plenty of time to work on that. So, and these enemies are really working on our golem there. Well, mainly just the Valkyrie. She's with her magic spells. And Golem's weak against that magic, but as you can see, they're doing pretty good tanking the physical hits. The Cerebus, even though Cerebi have you know, pretty good growth. Somebody did an analysis of all the growths of all the characters on game FAQs, and the Cerebus actually at level 24. That was the level that they stopped at. That's pretty much the level that, you know, mid-20s is where you're gonna end the game at. Is they had pretty much the most stats, so spread across all of their you know, stats. So, stat points across all their stats, I should have said. So, but they are hindered, of course, by, you know, being a large unit, meaning that theoretically, you know, two smaller units like two paladins basically would have double attack. So even though the paladins would have less overall stats than the Cerberus, they could deal more damage because they're doubling the amount of attacks. So, bonk. Yeah, we didn't finish this unit off, but we might be able to reach it in time. As long as it doesn't, sometimes they pause. It looks like it's not going to pause, so... Yeah, sometimes a unit when it's, like, defeated, I guess, it's stunned. It's like, oh my gosh, we, like, lost. And it just freezes in place, but not with this unit, not when we want it to happen. If we were all the way across the other side of the map, then it would stop, but maybe the game just knew. So, Orpheus is about to uncover a hidden temple soon, and that's a very important hidden temple because later on in the game, in order to get the best ending, I mentioned those 12 wizards that the 3 High Knights led. Each of them will learn carried a stone with them, a Zodiac stone. And in order to get the best ending, you're going to need to collect all of those Zodiac stones. And that requires going back to certain temples in stages that you've cleared already. And we need to find this hidden temple to eventually get one of the stones. So, but don't worry, when time comes for that, I will be pointing out, you know, all the temples you have to go to, where they are, and what maps you have to go to, but it's funny, that quest isn't until near basically the end of the game. Basically you complete like basically 90% of the game before you start that task, but it's kind of hinted at. You start it really, really early. The first part in that quest is getting the Mercury back in the Pilgrim Forest. So, yeah, the quest, even though you don't realize what that Mercury is for, it's going to be a very important part of that quest, the side quest, to get the 12 Zodiac stones. And of course the best ending, so. But luckily, if you miss that the Mercury, you can always, as long as you have the high enough reputation, you can go back and get it. So it was in the hidden city in the northwest. I think the wizard was Baltano who gave it to us. He said to look for Gazalfrey in the Dalmoon Desert and give that to him. So, and here's that unit that we almost defeated, but we didn't. So now they're back and fresh and ready to attack us again. Donk. Valkyrie, she still needs to gain 2 more levels. Level 15, she'll be able to promote to the Muse, which is Ronnie's class. Even though they kept making her out to be a paladin. Paladins are male exclusive class, so I guess they figured they'd go with the holiest warrior class in the female branch. I mean, shamans and monks is the highest promotion of the cleric, but whatchamacallit, if she was a cleric or a monk, it would make sense for her to be like, you know, a woman of war, like they made her out to be. Oh darn, we got the boo. Fortune could be either +3 or -3. Far to the west is a chaos gate leading to the Skyland Muspelheim. Celeste the Red, one of the 3 High Knights, live there. So yeah, that fortune card you can get anywhere between -3 and +3 to your reputation. So -3, -2, -1, +1, +2, or +3 to your reputation. So we got the -2. So yep, almost as bad as it could have gone, but luckily we're reputation is here on the side there is pretty high, so that small little hint, the 2 points to reputation, isn't going to affect our ability to recruit Fenril. So now we learn that the other Sky Knight is Slus the Red. So, and the third Sky Knight we learned earlier when we liberated the city on the western side of the Sky Islands is Fogel, because they said that the Knights of Organa they couldn't help Fenril, so they went over to Shegold, which is another flying island that we'll uncover later on, to see if they can get the help of Fogel. So now we know who the 3 High Knights are, but we won't be able to get Fogel until a little later in the game, so. And luckily that Cerebus in the background did not use its fire attack, and that could have potentially knocked out our rock golem there. Well, not too worried about that physical attack. Donk. Nice. So, took out that Cerebus, and that unit is pretty weak right there. We should be able to finish off next time it comes after us. Wow, that was a standoff right there. That unit just froze, and our unit just froze. They were so close to attacking one another, but... Alright, well... This is good. This unit hasn't been fighting much. And like I said, we need to get our evil units to do some fighting to get that their final promotion there. So let's send them into the fray. Yeah, we got some more buried treasure here. What do we got? A ninja armor. Yeah, we'd rather have weapons. I guess a good offense is the best defense. If we have stronger offense, we take out the enemy quicker, and you don't have to worry about getting attacked so much. And for the most part, the defensive bonuses seem to be smaller than the bonuses that most weapons. Now, some weapons do give like really bad bonuses, like maybe only +3 strength or like +7 strength. But very rarely do armor give, like, you know, double-digit bonuses. So you get better bonuses usually with the weapons. So that's another reason why you basically want the weapons, because they're just better stat increases. So this might be we got to take out this wizard quickly, so that it doesn't attack our Valkyrie. So, alright, way to go, Wild Man. So, and way to go, Worm! And hey, there's some level ups that we needed. So, I don't think that our Wild Men, though, are ready to promote yet. So, she has to be level 15 to promote the Valkyrie, and yeah, it looks like no one can promote, so... Luke! And yoink! Alright, I think that we recruited those I said I needed to make some more some more clerics, and I recruited those 2 fresh Amazons back at the Castellation Sea 2 episodes ago. I think it was 3 episodes ago, right before I started this thing, because this is the 3rd episode in Organa. But we can turn them into the Valkyrie Muses, so... Thank you. Host Stackworth just wasn't necessarily right for... It is said that Fenril is a prisoner of the gods. It is said she displeased them by helping the humans in the Ogre battle. The reason being that even after the Ogre battle, the humans never stopped fighting. The gods decide there should be no contact between those of the overworld and those below, but Fenril disobeyed and decided to give them a second chance. That's right, the sword Brunhild. So, well, I went a little too fast there, but basically, she gave them the sword Brunhild to the humans, and as punishment, the gods imprisoned her here until somebody worthy to wield the Brunhild sword appeared and basically came to the Sky Islands. And of course, that someone is our ratty hero Orpheus! What a good boy. I guess he's using his nose, his good sniffer, to sniff out all these hidden cities too. Liberating the people. Like I said, what a good boy. Good old Orpheus. Orpheus, do you intend to collect all of the Zodiac Stones? Ha, impossible. I looked for them when I was young, but I didn't find a single one. If someone as wonderful as me couldn't find them, then you don't have a chance. Well, I talked about the Zodiac Stones earlier in this episode. They are the stones that each of those wizards who helped the High Knights in the final battle, the Ogre battle, carried with them. So they contain immense power. So we obviously got to make sure that the Empire doesn't collect them. We will learn later on that Rashidi is trying to gather those Zodiac Stones. However, like many of the things that are needed to get the best ending in this game, you have to have basically a high alignment, high reputation to collect those Zodiac Stones. Rashidi, obviously, being, corrupted by black magic, doesn't fit those requirements. So, yeah, he goes about trying to get power in a different way. And we'll learn more about that as we go on. Boo, that's a bad card. Yeah, I'm booing before the game boos. Oh, alignment went down, but... Oh, let's not keep that card. Where are those knights who were headed for Fogel's place? They're late! Oh no, could Shigol have fallen into the Empire's hands too? It's possible. It's probably likely, based on pretty much the Empire conquering everything. So... Alright, let's start moving our lycanthropes up to fight Fenril and her Iron Golem bodyguard. Yeah, the High Knights have really good stats. Speedruns use them basically to wipe out bosses, because they like to have such really good stats. But luckily when we fight them, they usually don't come with a really good bodyguard. They usually come with just one bodyguard. Fenril comes with Iron Golem, and the other two will come with Slust and Fogel will come with a dragon. So, well, we got our alignment back. What card? See a moon. There are 4 Sky Islands over the continent of Zentagenia: Organa, home of Fenril; Muspeln, home of Slust; Shiggold, home of Fogel; and finally Shangri-La, home of Felana, the goddess of justice. Alright, well, we uncovered 2 of these Sky Islands. And Shangri-La, it's a necessary map, so even if you don't get Brunhild, that is the one Sky Island that you'll definitely visit, because it's required to complete the game. All the other 3 are all optional. So, you dare to turn against Rashidi? You dare to bring your war to the peace of the Sky Islands? Die! Alright. So, like I said, she only has one little, one, bodyguard there, and that Iron Golem. See, he's gray. And he got wiped out instantly by that tarot card. Dunk. Yeah, ouch. Luckily, that's pretty much all that she's going to be able to do. So, should be an easy battle here. The High Knights, if they join you, they usually join with their bodyguard. But like I said, she will not join with her Iron Golem. She'll come with Silver Dragon. So, well, no, not a Silver Dragon. The Gold Dragon. So, the promoted Silver Dragon. So, and Sluss, the Red, he'll come with promoted Red Dragon. What the? Who are you? And Fogel will come with a Black Dragon. So, some Major and Rashidi came, and it seems I have been tricked. Thank you for helping me. I offer my sincerest gratitude. It appears you hold the favors of the gods. I can tell. You certainly have the qualifications for help from the High Knights. I will join you. And like Fogel, he comes with an advanced Black Dragon, the Tiamat. So that's why we haven't been recruiting dragons, because we're gonna get some with the High Knights. So, but this is our first High Knight and our first floating island cleared. So we'll be taking on the next floating island, and seeing if we can rescue Sluss from the clutches of Rashidi in our next episode. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.